I'd like to tell you about a few things that you may want to consider when buying an infrared sauna. Saunas constantly get hot and cold. They expand and contract, and they're hot on the inside and cool on the outside. Therefore, the wood goes through a lot of stress and has to be kiln dried properly to withstand that kind of constant use. In Canada, we have a real varied climate, not only between winter and summer, but also between the West Coast, the prairies, and eastern Canada. All of this affects the wood. Therefore, if the wood is not cured properly, you can get warping, splitting, and cracking. Some small cracks are normal, but when you can see large gaps between the boards, that's because the wood has not been dried properly. Kiln drying is expensive, so not all sauna manufacturers kiln dry their wood. The cheaper saunas will stack the wood and air dry it for 30 to 60 days instead of kiln drying it. Others will only kiln dry it for 7 to 10 days, which is not enough. These saunas usually come with a 1 to 5 year warranty. After that, if the wood cracks, warps, or comes apart, it's your problem. The sauna might be cheaper to buy, but you may have a lot of problems later. We kiln dry our wood for 45 days, and we have a lifetime warranty on all our saunas. I would also be careful of saunas made of cedar. Cedar is a very nice looking wood, and it does smell nice. But some people can develop respiratory problems from cedar, especially when it's heated. So why take a chance? Hemlock, poplar, or basswood are much better woods for infrared saunas because they look just as nice and have no toxins and almost no odors. Cedar is used in wet-dry saunas because of the moisture, but infrared saunas don't accumulate any moisture, and they are self-sanitizing, so it doesn't matter what wood you use. Some sauna manufacturers are always looking for ways to make saunas cheaper, thinking that if they're the cheapest, they will sell the most. But they're also cutting quality to do so. They're using more plywood, veneer, and glass instead of wood. We do not do this. We only use solid wood in all our saunas because we build them strictly for health purposes. I do not recommend saunas with glass fronts. They look good, but because the front is glass, they have to put the front heaters on the side walls. So no matter where you sit in the sauna, you will not get enough infrared on the front of your body. I was actually thinking of carrying these a few years ago, but after sitting in one, I immediately changed my mind, as I could see that it was a very bad design. Glass also loses a lot more heat than wood does. One of the most important things in buying a sauna is the warranty and parts. The warranty should be at least 10 years. A sauna is a major purchase, and if it gives you 10 years of maintenance-free service, that would be worth it. Anything less than that, I would be very leery of. A 1-year warranty is definitely not enough. Also, find out how long it will take to get parts. Once I was at a major home building store that was selling saunas, so I asked the salesman how I would get parts if I needed them. He sent me to customer service, who told me I would have to call a company in Texas and gave me a 1-800 number. I called them the next day, and they said that I would have to tell them which parts I needed, which meant that I would first have to hire an electrician to tell me, and then it would take about 6 weeks to receive them. We get calls quite often from people who have bought a sauna somewhere and the company is no longer in business and the sauna doesn't work. Unfortunately, the parts from one sauna will not work on another sauna, so we cannot help them. I feel really bad for them, but this happens all the time. For our saunas, we carry parts in Calgary and we ship them out the same day. We also have free tech support for as long as you own your sauna. And we can diagnose or solve almost all problems right away on the phone. Most sauna dealers are reputable businessmen, but there are always those that make it bad for the rest of us. I'm very glad that one sauna manufacturer has recently gone out of business because they made one of the worst saunas on the market. They were cheap, but they were also very cheaply made. And every year they found a new dealer because the previous one wouldn't handle their saunas anymore. finally they went under. But there will always be someone trying to be the cheapest. As someone once said, you buy cheap, you buy expensive, because you only get what you pay for. Cheap saunas are exactly that, cheaply made saunas. But I have found that no one ever regrets buying a quality product. I hope this has helped you make a more informed decision in choosing a sauna. And if you have any other questions, please call us anytime. We'll be happy to answer them for you.